Joe Burrow made me a lot of money. He made me money in college. He made me money early on in Cincinnati. And Joe Burrow hoping for a bounce-back season for the Cincinnati Bengals in 2024. Hey, Teddy covers wagertalk.com with NFL team preview video. And Cincinnati's preview starts and ends with Joe Burrow and his health. Look, they won 10, 12, 9 games the last 3 years. They've been in contention. They were in the Super Bowl one of those years. Burrow signed the extension this past offseason. What does that mean? That means that Cincinnati now has salary cap issues. And Joe Burrow's been hurt. Knee injury, calf injury, wrist injury. His appendix came out. He missed lots of training camp, multiple years. He really hasn't stayed healthy. Can Joe Burrow stay healthy? Because if he can, there's a lot to like about the Cincinnati Bengals. Teddy covers from wagertalk.com. NFL team preview videos. We're doing all 32 NFL teams, and we're doing them in early July. Why now? Because now the markets are sleeping, and we can take advantage of some of these teams, some of these win totals, some of these odds to make playoffs, etc., etc. That won't be the case a month from now. I like to do my NFL work as early as I can get good info, and that means once mini camps end, we get to work on the NFL. That's why my season win report is out already. You can get that right now. Use promo code REPORT20 at checkout. Take $20 off that season win report. I'll talk about it in just a moment. Just a few minutes. Let's talk about Cincy for a while. A team that only had 16 giveaways last year, even with Burrow's injuries. Of course, they got some, they caught lightning in a bottle at the backup QB position last year. Not convinced it could be the case, but only 16 giveaways a year ago. That was second best in the NFL. You have to think that's going to go down. They were plus 10 in turnovers last year, tied for number 5. You have to think that, too, not necessarily likely to repeat. Zach Taylor became the head coach here in 2019. I had a whole lot of coordinator changes. It was the first one this past offseason. Brian Callahan is now the new Titans head coach. So he promoted from within the QB coach, Dan Pitcher. He's going to be the new OC. The defense coordinator, Lou Anaramo, he returns. Backup quarterback, Jake Browning. I talked about him. He went 4-3 last year. He was a revelation for this team. He saved their season. It didn't work out all that well in the end for Cincy, but Browning certainly proved to be serviceable as a backup. We know this receiving core is elite, all right? When healthy. Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, Mike Gesicki at tight end. It's a good-looking receiving core, no question. We talk about the offensive line. They replaced Jonah Williams with Trent Brown. No problems there. Bringing Amarius Mims from Georgia. No problem there. Again, offensively, Cincy should be pretty good. Will they be great? If they stay healthy. But they should be pretty good. It's their defense that I've got some issues with. But defensive, let's save that for just a moment. Again, I promo the NFL season win report. I'm going to promo it twice. 100 wins, 50 losses, 3 pushes over the lifetime of the report. I started doing it in 2001. So it's 23 years that I put out these reports. The big tickets have gone 16-4, 80%. I spent a ton of time in June studying the NFL. Why? Well, 1, you get these videos. 2, because I like to do my work early for the season win reports. The NFL rosters don't change a whole lot. Their schedules don't change at all. You can get your work done early in the NFL. In the modern world in college, you can't. You got to wait till July and August till the camps open. You figure out who's actually playing. So I get my NFL work done early. You're watching these videos early. That means you're looking to get your NFL work done early as well. And again, the win report, 150-3, is part of doing this early. It also gives me all the content to put out these videos. Take $20 off that win report. There are 5 selections this season, including a 5% big ticket play. We may add additional selections after week 2 or week 3 of the preseason, depending. Promo code REPORT20 will get you $20 off. And if you're enjoying this early NFL betting content, please be sure to hit that like button. Click it, done. Boom. Drop a comment below. Do you agree, disagree? Tell me your thoughts. I'd love to know. And if you want more team previews, of course, be sure to click on one of the videos on your screen right now. Check our full playlist out at wagertalk.com. So Cincy beat KC to go to the Super Bowl, and their defense was dynamite that year. Last year, a major decline. It was not an elite defense. It wasn't even close. Their top pass rusher, Trey Hendrickson, 17.5 sacks last year. Oh, he just asked to be traded. He's not getting paid. They signed defensive tackle Sheldon Rankins. All right, the number 2 draft choice, Chris Jenkins, the defensive tackle out of Michigan. Those are 2 solid additions for a questionable unit. The secondary's got a lot of question marks. Dax Hill moved from safety to cornerback. I've got concerns. This is a defense that allowed a net 7.1 yards per pass attempt last year. That was worst in the NFL. That's one of those stats that stands out to me. And I'm not convinced that he's going to be a ton better. It may be okay, but Super Bowl caliber? Meh. Once you start paying your quarterback, it's hard to do. Kicker, Evan McPherson, look, he's a new Justin Tucker. You know, he's legitimately elite. All 5 misses that he had last year came from 50 plus. There are salary cap concerns. There are depth concerns for Cincinnati. This is not a deep team. This is a top-heavy team. And if they suffer injuries at any point this season, it's going to be a problem. They're certainly not a team that the league is burying. Lots of TV games, 2 Monday night games, 2 Thursday night games. They have a Sunday night game. They have a fairly easy start. They have New England, Washington, Carolina all in the first 4 weeks, and the Giants and the Raiders before the bye. No surprise if Cincy is the team that we're talking about mid-season. That being said, AFC West, they face NFC East. That's the teams that the AFC South division plays this year. Their 3 extra games? How about this? Giants, Panthers, Titans. That's weak. And that's why Cincy has taken a fair bit of over money with their season wins, even with the salary cap concerns. From a scheduling standpoint, Cincy's got it pretty easy this year. And that has not been the case in any recent season. Hasn't even really been close to the case since last year was in a brutal schedule. And based on my powering numbers for their opponents, the week the game was played, and that's how I do my strength of schedule, is not what the team's record is at the end of the season. It's my powering number that week for the opposing team. Last year, since he faced a very tough slate, one of the toughest slates in the league, one of the toughest slates among all winning teams. This year, that schedule is notably weaker, but since it's a little weaker as well, I'm not convinced the Bengals are primed to be a Super Bowl contender. The schedule is too easy for me to bet them under, but I know a fair few sharp guys that are betting them over. I'm not one of them. Since he, at least for this better, going into the season, right now I'll give us a pass. I have a neutral rating on the Bengals. I want to give you guys strong opinions. I'll give you guys all the strong opinions I have, but I'm not going to make stuff up. And Cincy right now is a team I've got my concerns about, but there's certainly some upside for the Bengals, potentially in 2024. Burrow's real good. But if the offense works and the defense doesn't, what does that tell us? Cincy might well be a team we're looking to play overs with early and often in 2024. Although not week 1. They got the Patriots week 1, and the Patriots are as dead nuts and under team as you're going to find. So there you have it. Thank you so much for watching Wager Talk TV. Again, if you're enjoying this NFL betting content, please hit that like button and be sure to check out all of the free wagertalk.com content we have. NFL, college football, and beyond. So we're working all summer, working hard all summer, so you guys can have stuff to watch and take advantage of so you can go into the season prepared. All 32 teams coming up right here, these NFL team preview videos. Thanks for watching this one, and best of luck with all your bets.